All right, so if you're not getting any espresso out of your machine, there's a few tips that I'm going to give you that are going to help you get that perfect espresso. Now the first thing you want to do is ensure your machine's on. What you'll do here is just hit this power button. It'll illuminate around the edges. That way you know your machine is on. Second thing you want to ensure is that you've got water in the tank. Now you'll see water through this indicator that there's water in the tank, and another indication is when you push the on button that it's got a high-pitched sound, and when you get that high-pitched sound, that's kind of an indicator that there is no water in the tank. Next thing you want to make sure you do is turn this knob to the right. When the knob's turned to the right, that's going to give you water extracting out of the portafilter here. When it's turned to the left, such as this, it's going to give you steam out of the steam wand. So always ensure that you turn it to the right when you're making your espresso. Now generally what happens when you're not getting coffee out of the machine is that your grinds aren't quite right. So what you want to make sure first is that you've got the right grind size. What that means is that it should be granular through your fingers such as this. If it's too fine, it's going to be powdery like talc. So ensure that you've got the right grind size. Next thing you want to do is make sure that you've got your portafilter filled properly to the top. So once that's filled to the top, you're going to tamp it down with this tool here. Give it a firm tamp, not too hard though. And then if you've got it too hard, it's going to prevent water from going through the bottom there, and you will not get a good espresso extraction. Now the last thing you want to make sure before you make an espresso is that your filter isn't clogged. What you've got here are a bunch of little holes on the front, and on the bottom is just one exit point. So oftentimes this exit point gets clogged when your grinds are too fine. So what you're going to do is take this little tool, remove the top, and there's a little tiny pinhole here. All you need to do is stick that pinhole in that bottom, give it a little shake or a little twist, make sure you free those grinds, pop it back in, fill your filter back up with coffee, and you should be good to go with espresso. So try those tips and tricks, and I guarantee you'll get a good coffee.